It paid off for my mother, extended her life at least 20 years. Paid off for my father. He lived to be 93, never had a major illness, never did retire. When he died, his paycheck was waiting for him. So thanks to my mother for getting me started in the industry that finally became my love and my life, and got me ready, of course, when I met Mark Hughes to accept his invitation to travel the world and tell the story of health and nutrition. And thanks to my father, who gave me a seminar in one sentence. Let me give it to you. One sentence seminar from my father. He said, always do more than you get paid for. Always do more than you get paid for, to make an investment in your future. Good words. My father was unique. He was driving too fast one day on the highway. The officer stopped him and said, how come you're driving so fast? My father said, to get off the highway as quick as possible. My father said, when it's raining, you cannot fix the roof. When it isn't raining, it doesn't need to be fixed. He was something. Thanks to my mentor, Mr. Earl Shoaff, that I met when I was 25 years old, who introduced me to health and nutrition as a business and a product. I had studied and practiced all those years up until then. Now I discover it as a product and a business. Became a part-time distributor, age 25, made my fortune by age 32. How thankful I am for the man who taught me nutrition as a business. And then he taught me all those other wonderful things that I've shared with you over these years. And he's the one that taught me in those early days to not only study but to practice this key phrase: work harder on yourself than you do on your job. He said if you work hard on your job, you can make a living, which is fine. He's the one that taught me. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. What incredible philosophy for me, age 25, to get started thinking about these ideas. And of course, I've been trying to practice, refine them, and teach them all these years. It was Mr. Earl Shoaff who said, don't wish for less problems, wish for more skills. And then he's the one that shared with me this incredible idea that I picked up and I've shared all around the world, and I've certainly shared it in my 23-year association with Herbalife. And you all felt the impact of that when I was introduced today. For things to change, you have to change. For things to get better, you have to get better. And then I'm thankful for Bob Cummings, the old movie star, TV star that I was in business with, a little company called NutriBio. He had a saying that I've kept with me all these years. Here's what he said: I'll take care of me for you. Will you please take care of you for me? Fantastic. I'm thankful to Zig Ziglar, one of my longtime friends now, about 43 years we've been good friends. Zig Ziglar says, if you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. When I first heard that phrase, I underlined the word everything, and I went for it. If you help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. Of course, you need a way to help enough people get what they want, and that brings me to the next person who so greatly influenced my life, Mark Hughes, founder of Herbalife. Here's what he taught me. It's possible to make a positive contribution to millions of people if you have the right plan and the right product. About 19 years ago, Mark invited me to start traveling the world with him. Here are the 3 promises he gave me. If you haven't made the notes before, make them now. 3 promises Mark Hughes made to Jim Rohn. Number 1, he said, someday we will influence the health and nutrition industry. Right now, the industry influences us, but he said there will come a day when Herbalife will influence the health and nutrition industry. And from what you're going to hear the rest of the day, that has already turned out to be true. Herbalife is now influencing the industry. Number two, he promised me that we could build the finest leadership team in the world. And during the 20 years he was my partner and friend and your leader in Herbalife, that certainly was accomplished, developing the finest leadership team in the world, envy of all the rest of the corporations that know about us around the world. The Chairman's Club and the President's team and the Millionaire team, the Global Expansion team, the World team, supervisors, distributors from all walks of life, in small villages scattered around the world, in big cities, telling the Herbalife story. And now Mark's promise to me came true. He said, if we do it right, and I want you to underline the words, if we do it right. That's what I picked up first from Michael Johnson's speeches to us in getting acquainted. Here's a man who wants to do it right, so that it'll last not only for our generation, but we can pass it on to the next generation. If we do it right, Mark said to me, we can make a positive, major contribution to the lives of millions of people. Now, 19 years ago, talking millions seemed a little bit of a stretch. How could this young kid who only went to the 9th grade in school, never met his father until he was 20, his mother dies when he's 18, didn't have the skills when he started, how could this young kid say, someday will affect the lives of millions of people? But he said if we have the right product, the right marketing system, develop the leadership team, and if we do it right, this will happen. And I watched all of that unfold as those years I spent with Mark, traveling the world, helping him tell his own story, the Mark Hughes story, the Herbalife story, and then the gathering stories from all of you that started, some of you with nothing. And you developed a story of your own so that we could share that story with the rest of the world. That's what Herbalife is, good note to make, a collection of unique stories of people who bought into the idea of these splendid products that create the most incredible results, a marketing system that's unique among all marketing systems in our network marketing field, and then the leadership and the people to make it happen, not only here but around the world. So thanks, Mark Hughes. Now let me give you some of my best advice. Now how to take it from here and make it what it ought to be, Mark's dream to cover the world. 59 countries already, but 59 and counting. So add that, 59 and counting. By the time Mark died, it was 50 countries. Now 9 more. Now with Michael and the rest of the team, I'm telling you, 59 and counting. We're going to start counting, hopefully, that next 59 countries. And it's going to be fun to be on the journey. But here's some incredible advice I'd like to give to you. First of all, we're affected by what we know. Learn everything you possibly can. Take the best notes you can today, the rest of the day. The mind knows how to perform the miracle of wealth if it has the right ingredients. And from what we've had here now, 6 days of association with all of us, starting with the Chairman's Club on Tuesday, and now finishing with this incredible day on Sunday. Plenty of ideas that can make you rich beyond your wildest imagination, make you healthy, make you positive, give you dignity with your family, give you stature in the community, give you influence to do the positive things you'd like to do in your life, in your community, your church, your synagogue, with your family, within Herbalife, outside of Herbalife. What we know makes the difference. So learn all you possibly can. Capture every idea you possibly can. Second, our life is greatly influenced by how we feel. Knowing is the intellectual part. Knowing is like the set of the sail on the sailboat. What you know makes the difference in where you arrive. The same wind blows on us all. The difference in where we arrive is not the blowing of the wind, but the set of the sail. And that's what you've had here now for 2 days, yesterday, today, especially for all of you. Ideas to set sail. Some of you, I'm sure, by now have already picked a new destination. When you arrived here, you thought, here's where I'd like to be in 5 years. You've probably already greatly accelerated that and said, no, that's too small. I think if I can overcome the challenges I've now got, that I can arrive in even a better place than I had designed before I arrived at this extravaganza. That's what we wanted this extravaganza to do, to inspire you with ideas that'll help you set a new destination. So what you learn is so important. Here's what's next. Your life is going to be greatly influenced by how you feel. We wanted to create not only the awareness of ideas and information at this 2-day, especially extravaganza, but inspiration to make it all work. Here's one of the most powerful combinations in the world: inspiration and ideas. Ideas invested with inspiration can create incredible reality. Now, the emotions, of course, are a bit tricky. Here's part of it. Number one, it's how you feel about the past. I know we've all been through a lot of stuff in our personal life, business life, social life. But it's not carrying that around as a burden, but it's learning from it. So learn from the past. Here's number two. It's how you feel about the future. Set your goals. Hopefully you've rearranged your goals, set some new ones for yourself and for your family, for your organization, for your life. We look to the past for experience, but we look to the future for inspiration. Next, it's important how you feel about everybody. It takes everybody to make an occasion like this. It takes everybody to make an herbal life. It takes everybody to make a community. It takes everybody to make a country. One person doesn't make an economy. It takes everybody. One person doesn't make a symphony orchestra. It takes everybody. Learning to appreciate the gifts of everyone is one of the most important lessons to learn, especially herbal life, where we deal with such a wide variety of personalities that fit into our business and make it work. And then here's the last one. It's so important how you feel about yourself. One of the greatest steps towards success is self-confidence. And the greatest builder of self-confidence is self-esteem. Doing the things you know you should do so that at the end of the day you have this great satisfaction. The old prophet said, the sleep of a laboring man is sweet. Not the sleep of a goof-off man. Not the sleep of a joker. No. The sleep of one who labors. That's the sleep that's sweet. Feeling good about yourself. Taking advantage of every opportunity. Sharing the story of both product and opportunity.